Alrighty, my OBGYN said you have less chance 5 days before and after your period. This is like referring to like getting pregnant. Sorta not. It's very individual, like per person, but the 5 days before your period, technically, yeah, you can't get pregnant there. This is your luteal phase. Like by that, the half of your cycle, you're not going to randomly ovulate an egg 5 days before your period because you already ovulated and you're on your way to your period. But the problem with like doing that like 5 days before your period is that ovulation can be pushed. If you got sick or something, you're traveling, then you might be having intercourse right when you're ovulating. This is why we like to use like our primary biomarkers to figure out if we're in our fertile window or not, like our cervical mucus. And then doing the 5 days or less after your period could easily overlap your fertile window. Maybe she's meaning the first day of your period, so like the first 5 days of your period. If you have like a really short cycle and you're on like that day 5 and you're on your light days of your period, if you still notice cervical mucus at that time, your fertile window could start on that day and overlap. And then whenever we see cervical mucus, that can keep sperm alive for up to 5 days. So if you ovulate 5 days later, technically you could get pregnant. And that's why people say I got pregnant on my period. Another side note is that when people think they're on their period, but it's actually like a withdrawal bleed or like a breakthrough bleeding, they didn't actually ovulate, and then they have intercourse, they ovulate shortly after that, that could cause a pregnancy. Or if they see bleeding thinking it's their period, but it's like an ovulation spotting, like that could cause it as well. There's many different options. This is why we can't just pick like a rule, like these days and these days are good, because it's really individual, depends what you're seeing. And this is why we check like our daily fertility.